Alrighty, chat. Thanks for sticking around. Do appreciate y'all being here. Sorry about taking such a long break. Sorry about that. Sarge is joining. Let's go. The beauty of courseplay. Yeah. Wait, tractors are. Yeah, they're having a little squabble. Let's fix the squabble. Actually, auto drive should fix itself. Is what I was gonna say. Anyway, let's get back into TeamSpeak. We'll talk about why it has gone so long. Hang on. Let's go. Hello. Sorry about the long break. I'm back, boys. What's up?
How your father often is.
He goes, I was wondering how he, apparently the neighbor's truck was there this morning, parked in like his grass. And Dad goes, I was wondering how he got there. He did not talk to Dad. He did not have permission. He did not pass go and did not collect his $200. So yeah, Dad's not like mad. Dad just thinks it's funny. Dad's just like, I can't believe him. And that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm not mad. But I'm just like
very disappointed.
No, but it's like how like rude and petty can this guy be? We're not allowed to park in a public street, but he's allowed to drive in our yard. You know what I mean? Like that's what blows my mind here. I don't really care about him driving in the yard. It's whatever. It's not hurting the yard. The yard's dead anyway.
Christmas lights, John. Hear me out. When you bring the trailer in,
park it in front of his yard.
Well, no, so you know you usually drive in the back.
Yeah, park it in front of his
yard
house.
or the back your side yard, and then as you back into your side yard, go through.
Accidentally drive into his yard.
Yeah, go through his yard into your side.
No, we just
yard
run over
his.
We just run over his fence. He's got a vinyl fence.
Just take a weed or two. It'll...
Yeah. Am I going to TwitchCon? No, I am not going to TwitchCon. I have no interest in going to a con like that. I like not being sick, and it seems like anytime anybody goes to a convention, they always come home sick. Plus, I'm not big on like big crowds of people, so that would be another no for me, dog.
L3FT4D3 at cheered X100. Does he have any bushes? I know I guy.
Left, if you hit the shrubbery in front of his house, you're doing something really right. Left, I see the bits because it's like all the way up against his house.
There curb?
Yeah, but
or no, not a curb, a turn, like intersection, because that's like that. That could be left.
Yeah.
You had to take the turn wide.
Yeah.
Things can be arranged.
Yeah.
I know a guy. Oh man, nah, we're not gonna do anything, chat.
Corner.
We're not. If anything, we might just, you know, every time we mow grass, have to park in front of his house. I don't know.
It might, maybe just happen.
Yeah, Kyle, what's going on? Welcome in. No, so that we talked about that, and then we started talking about tractor parts. Dad got the 995 out to the farm the other day, and he went and did all that mowing, all that brush hogging, right?
Yeah.
And, well, okay, there's two things that don't work on the 995. One is the fuel gauge. The fuel gauge has not worked on that tractor since, like, my entire life. There is a stick in the toolbox on the tractor that has, like, a leather strap on top, and that is your fuel gauge. You dip the tank, right? To see how much fuel you have. Yeah, Wyoming Cowboy, I wave back. Hello. And the other thing that doesn't work is the temperature gauge. Hasn't worked on that tractor in 15 years. Well, he was out doing all that brush hogging, and it was hot, and, you know, the tractor's working, and so today he's looking up tractor parts. He's like, we should really look into replacing those this winter, and, you know, make sure they work, you know. And it was
might
kind of,
just help,
especially the pressure gauge or the temperature gauge, you know. I did get to see 4014, the big boy, and 4015, the diesel electric engine. I did. And it was super cool. Like, I mean, and I highly recommend if anybody is remotely close to where the big boy's going to be running through, definitely recommend you go see it. It was awesome. It was really cool to see. Yeah, highly recommend it. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna have a winter project this winter, fixing the 995, because to get to the fuel tank you have to take the hood off the tractor, and to get to the radiator you got to pretty much take the hood off the tractor. And I don't know where the temperature probe actually is. It's probably closer back to the engine. So you gotta take the hood off, which basically means you gotta take the loader off. And if you really want to work on the tractor, you gotta take the whole loader frame off too. It's yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are already experienced on taking the loader off.
Yeah. You're on the other side of the state from where its base is. I got it. I would highly recommend going to check it out. It is pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. It was awesome. So I've seen it twice now, like stationary, not moving. And then we finally got to see it like moving. So that was pretty cool. It was definitely neat. I got you. I mean, I got you, man. It needs to be unloaded. Oh, do we have grape harvesters full? That X9 that needs to be unloaded. Okay. Never mind. That probe is probably in the block of the engine. I gotcha. Yeah, we don't know what part of it's messed up. If it's like the wire or the sensor or the gauge, like who knows? We got to figure that out. Sarge was in the server. I don't know if what happened there.
Yeah, I was, but
on
Hector,
yeah,
it was showing that you were in like 3 different things. So
oh, and let me guess that you can't rejoin now, can you? It probably just broke, right?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because Mickey's asking if anybody's been able to join today.
I was able to for a second.
Yeah, we have had so many problems with that, where it gets stuck at 0% charge lately. It's awful, and there's nothing I can do about it because it's just a giant software thing, honestly.
Well, if it doesn't fix, I'll
Again, I can always restart too.
no worries.
Yeah. On Friday, we were playing a different map on Friday called Riverview Farms. I restarted 3 times in an hour, and it still broke after that. So, yeah. I was happy. Let's just put it that way. I was very happy with how that all went down on Friday. So happy, in fact, that we're not playing that map anymore.
Oh, yay.
I don't know that the map has anything to do with it, but like I'm taking my frustrations out on that map by not playing it anymore. Put it that way.
I'll completely restart the game, see if that does it. If not, then...
If not, yeah. It's just another day and another broken server. It just seems to be a common theme around here, so. And there ain't nothing I can do about it, so. Yeah. Mickey, you can go play your Satisfactory. There you go. Alright, let's not hold up the harvester. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh my goodness. Chat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 17, 19. 23 things currently running on this map. So, I mean, you know, that might have something to do with it, but it actually doesn't.
Couldn't imagine one.
No, because I logged in no problem.
Yeah, it's just the
Once.
yeah. Just go and explore in Satisfactory. You don't have to think to explore. There's all kinds of stuff you can do in Satisfactory without having to think about it. Just saying.
Of course, I will say, the first time I sat here at 0% for a long time.
Oh, really?
And finally it kicked. And of course, I was figuring it'd been just that long since I've been in.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, things have changed a lot. So we don't have enough cows yet, but we have enough cow barns for 4,000 cows.
Oh, nice.
So we're working our way up to that. We did have some more cows, but we had some issues, and I had to move all the barns today, so I had to sell the cows, and I don't have money to rebuy them. So we have 800 cows right now, but we'll have 4,000 here eventually. Eventually, maybe I will grow onions, chat, just to sell. Thoughts? It's a cow farm. There's gonna be cows outside.
Poor farm goofing.
What?
They were poor farm goofing.
Oh, we are poor farm. Yeah, but we're like goofing at like McDonald's on the dollar menu. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, like back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like falling on a budget. Yeah, Harry, I didn't like how they were that south barn, the north ones, but the farthest south one was interacting with the bin. So I sold them all, sold the cows, sold everything, and basically just moved them to the east a little bit. And then I did put 3 bins up here because I want to have 3 separate bins for, you know. Well, that'll be grass and that'll be straw and this will be silage basically. This bin here will go away eventually. But yeah, I had to move all those. So unfortunately, all the cows had to be sold that were up there. So yeah, they were all sold, but it's fine. Not a big deal. So I'm thinking about, you know, we don't sell crop right out of the field, but if I have a crop that there's not a factory for, then what's stopping me from doing that, right? So I could grow like poppy. You know what? Poppies would be a great choice. Poppies, chat. Poppies would be a great choice, except for it's too late in the year and I can't plant them. Dang it. I can plant a bunch of hops, but there is a factory for that. Rye, there's a factory for that. I'm thinking, what could I plant? There's probably something. Yeah, this will be better, Harry, long term, so it'll be fine. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about was onion, which I can't plant onion right now either, which is fine. Actually, hops. Do we need more hops, chat? I feel like it's been a minute since we messed with hops. We have 1 million hops. How much is in our factory, though? That's the real question here. Up. Roll past. Need to get all these greenhouses sorted out, too, and get them working correctly. In due time. Is it up there? It's down here. The good thing is the greenhouses are cheap, so they're not. Where the heck is the brewery? Like, and then I'm about to just teleport there and hit. There it is. Okay. There's 500,000, 460 there, and we have 1 million. So okay, we're fine on hops then for. Fine on hops forever, but poppies would be a good thing to. Would be a good thing to sell. Apparently I need to go to the other field check because we keep popping up with X9s that need to be unloaded, and it's definitely not in this field. All right, we're going to 32. We'll help out down there. So like onions, millet, poppy, Those are all things we don't have a factory for. Technically, soybeans we can make into, what is it, herbicide? Diesel? Biodiesel? Yeah. So that's a no-go for us just to grow something to sell. Alright. Oh man, we are struggle busting in this other field right now with auger wagons. Alright. As well empty while I'm here and then we'll go help out. What's the deal here? Is that full? That mother bin's full. Okay, I know it's the tiny mother bin, but what? Is our truck stuck somewhere? I didn't think it would be a problem with sunflowers, but apparently we need more truckage. We need more truckage. Interesting. Okay. I did not anticipate that to be an issue with sunflowers, but I guess we do have 4 combines running out here with fast heads, so I guess it makes sense. And it's the tiny mother bin. Somehow I ended up with the small mother bin here and the large mother bin on the smaller field. That wasn't probably not good planning, huh? All right. And I think my computer's doing that thing that I talk about sometimes where it gets like glitchy. Maybe not. For some reason, sometimes this computer just has issues. And it's not happy with life, and it doesn't always happen in games. A lot of times in the mornings I come out here and like you can barely move the mouse from one side of the screen to the other. And it's like, what the heck is going on? It's awful. Hopefully we're not doing that. It's really bad when it happens. I have had it happen in games before. It's awful. They're unplayable. It doesn't matter what it is. Unplayable. I'm going to these guys. These guys need to catch up, I think, right? But what if it's like my audio locks up as much as the mouse locks up? Like everything about the computer is locking up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that's my DPI. Hear how the combine, like the audio cuts out of the combine? That's what it's doing. Like, yeah. I think there's something wrong with this computer. Yeah, it's like the computer is lagging. The solution is just to restart it and it's fine. But it doesn't happen every day. It doesn't happen at the same time. Yeah. Like basically it wouldn't, like the game would be real jumpy and all I'd have to do is restart the game or restart my PC and it's fine. So I don't know. You're a farmer, not a PC repair tech. Okay. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to update like my BIOS or something. I never do that, to be honest. I probably should. So. Yeah. Memory leak? Could be, I guess, right? I don't know. But most of the time it happens like, most of the time I notice it. It's when I come out here for like the first time in the morning. And the computer's been sitting here just like not doing anything, which I should just turn it off, but I don't. I just need to start turning it off, guys. That's all I need to do, and it'll be fine. Everything will be fine if I just turn it off once in a while. Just saying. Oh, goodness. All right, I think we're... Yeah, getting some trucks down here finally, so we should be okay here in a minute on this field. But yeah, I've never had this issue before. I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. Won't go to sleep. My computers are set to never sleep. Never sleep. All right, now we got plenty of wagons out here. Should have known it was a trucking issue, not a wagon issue, because I have, I guess 6 wagons for 4 lines, something like that.
I say, Nub, if you also open up just another tab on that screen, it'll go to sleep.
What will?
Your computer.
What are you talking about? My computer still don't go to sleep.
No, Nub was saying his won't go to sleep.
Oh.
But it,
I got you.
but it technically will if you have a blank tab or...
Because it realizes you're not doing anything? Is that what it is?
Yeah, because on my my third monitor, my Starbase chat monitor,
Yeah.
that has Starbase running 24/7, but with an open tab not doing anything,
It'll go to sleep.
Yeah, it'll go to sleep after like 5 minutes.
Otherwise your keyboard's lit up all the time. Yeah, mine's... I can technically turn the lights off on my keyboard. There's a button for that, but I don't sleep in this room, so it doesn't bother me. I really... well, okay, part of the reason... Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, the reason I leave the gaming computer on all the time, and this is purely I'm lazy and haven't fixed the issue, is with the server PC, right? So the problem that I'm having with the server PC is that if I remote access it with Windows, and by the way, I know the solution here, I just haven't taken time to fix it, okay? So before you guys are... I know the solution, I just haven't fixed it yet. But if I remote access into that computer using the Windows Remote desktop, when I close the Windows Remote desktop, it basically logs the computer out downstairs. Like it logs it kind of out of Windows. And what it does is that crashes my editing program. Okay? And it kind of makes the server run like garbage too. So what I do is I just always maintain remote desktop with the computer in the basement so that I can let that computer render overnight, basically, right? Because I don't, not every night, but most nights I'm rendering something on that computer. And so the solution to fix that is to quit using Windows Remote Access and switch to TeamViewer. And then you can tell it to like leave the monitor that's plugged in the basement, like basically logged in. I just haven't taken the time to set up TeamViewer on both PCs. That's all. That'll fix that issue, is what I've been told. So yeah. Plus, I might have to get some dummy display ports. Have y'all heard of those? I learned about these the other day. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to get some of those, because with the secret project coming online here, hopefully, you know, eventually, it's gonna be another PC that I'll remote access into. That's technically gonna be running what's called headless, so there's not gonna actually be a monitor and stuff for it. So I'll probably have to get some dummy display ports so that Windows thinks. Windows will think that there's a monitor plugged in when there's actually not. I need to actually order some of those like soon. But yeah, I got to cheat the system a little bit, you know. Definitely got to cheat the system a little bit. All right, trying to get these out of the way so they can finish, but I guess they're gonna finish anyway, so not really a huge deal. So 51%, not terrible. Not terrible. Yeah, so one of these days I gotta fix the team viewer thing, and then I can actually, you know, let something render and turn the computer off at night, which will be very nice. Be able to do that. I guess it's actually the, okay, yeah, that's what it is. When you log in with Windows Remote, it instantly logs the screen on the computer out downstairs. That's what it is, yeah. Because technically right now there is a screen on that computer. Like a monitor hooked up to it. Like an old, it's an old 17-inch square. It's not a CRT, it's a flat panel, but a 17-inch square. Old school, baby. It's an old HP monitor, I think, actually. It's pretty sick. But yeah, so when I run the second PC, I won't even have a monitor hooked up to it. I'll just have a dummy port. So got to get some of those en route. Put it on the list, Tony. And confirm Tony's not here, so it will not get put on a list yet, unfortunately. That's all right. All right, I've got a full load of sunflowers. Let's go find ourselves a mother bin and a truck to offload. Mostly the mother bin. Don't really care about the truck. All about the mother bin. Oh, and remember last night, those of you that were here last night for SnowRunner, when I tried bringing on the multi-view thing with Dan's view, and I was like, oh man, everything's broken. I closed OBS after stream and reopened it, and everything was working fine. So, one of those days where it's like, it's all working fine right now. Actually, I'm checking all of it, and it's all working beautifully. So, I was like, it's one of them things, you know, technology, Chad. It's great when it works. Absolute nightmare the rest of the time, but that's okay. Kind of like the Farm Sim server. It's great when it works. Absolutely sucks the rest of the time, though. It just is what it is. Yeah. That bin is still like pretty much full. Half full or better. Dang. Good thing here comes a truck. We can at least empty and get back down there to help. I mean, this other field, I don't think they need any help up there with those harvesters. They're fine. I could get the olives hauled too. Need to do that too. They'll be fine. If that truck wasn't here, I wouldn't have been able to empty. Oh. No shot. That's crazy. And the fun thing is, it seems like it gets worse too, the little, like, stutters. Like, maybe I'm just noticing it because, like, that was a bad one there. That was, might have been an autosave or something. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird issue. Definitely need to, figure it out. I don't know what would be causing that issue. Yeah. It's all good. everybody is down south right now. Okay. Everybody's chilling. Oh, and apparently, chat, Mr. Petty was putting sod in his yard somewhere in his backyard. Dad just saw his truck this morning and had a load of sod in the bed. So, I guess he's finally decided to take care of his yard. I don't know. All summer, he's just let his yard, like, you know, basically bake and not do well at all. So, I don't know what the deal is now. Yeah. These combines were really gapped out a few minutes ago, and now we're like all back together. It's kind of nice. Kind of like it. That combine's probably empty, but it's fine. We're here for moral support. Okay, we're gonna go back down and then go at the next lane. Okay. But at least all of these combines are empty now, so that's good. Very, very good. How was our, So our pH is saying good. It's 6,750 out of 7,000. So I'll probably the lime after this. I know it still says good, but we're going to be chaffing. We're going to plant corn on this next time, chat, and we're going to chaff this next in-game year. So I think we'll go ahead and spend the money on lime just to make sure we get our peak output off this field. So yeah, it'll only be a lot of chaff. That's all. That's all it'll be. It's only a lot. So not really a big deal. It'll only be like almost 20 million liters. 17 or 18 million, something like that, chat. That's kind of a lot. But it's fine. The crazy thing is we've almost, I mean, we still have a lot of silage. But we did have like 17 or 18 million. I guess we're down to like 9, but I just don't want to get behind. Plus, technically, we can make compost from the chaff. And I think we can put chaff in the biogas plant too, right? Just like, yeah, we could put chaff in there to make more digestate. So, we could definitely use it. We could definitely use it all.
Oh.
What's up, Skip? Oh, that wasn't meant for us, maybe.
My bad. I didn't know that my mic was activated.
You're good. Let me guess, you're playing SnowRunner.
Possibly.
I still think it's cool that okay, I guess we didn't 100% Michigan last night, but we kind of 100% of Michigan last night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of. I mean, you technically 100% of Michigan last night, right?
Yeah. I'm working on 100%. And that's good.
I know. I just got to go back and do those contests, I guess, right?
Yeah, man, they're not, I mean, with the trucks that we have, it's really not that hard.
I got you. Gotta break out Adam, right?
I mean, I might take something with a little more speed, but yeah, you should be able, even with that, you should be able to pick the time constraints.
Yeah. It tells you, like, when you take them, what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
I've never done a contest on that game.
Like the one I'm doing now on Alaska, it's called Weather Conditions, and you basically gotta pull about 800 to the boathouse, but you can only take 50 damage.
Oh, that's easy.
Yep. So
Just go slow. So Adam's perfect for that. I don't know if you, I don't know, I think you left last night, but like we were trying to get that, the P12, achievement. Oh, you were there for that, yeah. And, I delivered the cargo with the P12 and it didn't count. My achievement said 0%. I was a little annoyed with that. Yeah. Have you been playing
For all
SnowRunner
of them?
today? Huh?
for all of them?
It said 0. I'm pretty sure it said 0. We delivered all kinds of cargo because what we did is we just had it sitting there and then like used the crane to put it on the truck.
Yeah.
I think you actually have to like, well, it says deliver.
I can't say because I didn't get that achievement until I was already in Russia, so all my 10 were in Russia.
Oh. I got
So
you. But I'm pretty sure you could.
Alaska or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little bamboozled by that and a little kind of annoyed. To be honest. But if nothing else, we got that contract done that we were working on.
You don't think the Pacific P12 is like the best truck in the game?
No. No. I don't know what that achievement's called, do you?
I can look it up. I can look it up in a second. I'm in the middle of a contest.
Oh, you're good. I'm on the website. You're good. Because it should like jump right out at me. It's just not going to be named like, hey, use the Pacific, you know. But it should be somewhere here. I still like the like
Western Wind.
the red scout vehicle one is kind of funny.
You hear me?
Hang on, you said a thing.
Called Western Wind.
Western Wind.
But yeah, the Red Scout vehicle one is
Okay.
probably using a modded Scout vehicle.
Jay plays, we do have 500 chickens. We have currently 800 cows. We're going to be increasing that as money allows us up to 4,000. And we also have 500. Well, we have 500 sheep and we also... Wait, didn't I feed them earlier today? You know what? I didn't go back and feed the sheep, did I? No. We also have horses too, which we're not really doing anything with them, but we have them. So. Yeah. Kimmy got achievements today as well. Let's go, Kimmy. GG's. We're on the oil drill one. Hey, if you have the oil drill, that's a special trailer, right?
Yes.
You need to lift it in the air at least 5 meters with a big crane. If you guys have a big crane, Kimmy. If it's one where it's a special trailer, it might, or is that just where you have to go get the oil drill from the other map?
There's construction trailers that you have to get that you can't buy. Basically, any trailer you can't buy from the store is what they consider a special trailer to pick up, I believe.
Yeah. We're not selling any eggs currently because we are using the eggs for productions. So none of the eggs are actually being sold. So we're not making money directly from the chickens, but we're making money from like the cakes and stuff. Gotta get it from the other map. Okay, so I don't think that one's a special trailer, Kimmy. It's a 2-slot or 3-slot. I think it's a 3-slot thing. Okay, Pacific P12. I finally found the achievement, by the way. It's number 33 on this list, if anybody's curious. Just saying. Oh, is it Tamer? Is that how you're supposed to say that? That's Russia. Scoot. Wait, I messed up.
Yes?
Yeah, that's Russia. You have to use it in Russia, not Alaska.
I thought it was for both.
It says in Tamer.
Oh. Maybe the other one is for both. The
tiny truck.
baby truck.
Tiny
Yeah, it's
truck.
Michigan or Alaska. My bad.
Tiny truck. Tiny truck. That's fine. Okay. So that makes sense from last night why it didn't give us the achievement when we delivered like 12 pieces of cargo at the Pacific.
Yeah.
Kimmy, if you have the Atom, you can put a 3-slot body right on the Atom. Or you could buy, trailers would work too. You'd have to get like a 4 or 5 slot probably, but yeah. The biggest body, that I was using last night on the Atom, that holds 3, that's a 3 slot. Oh, yeah. Betcha. You betcha. It's the one with no sides. And you can have the tiny crane on the back if you really want to, which is cool. It's kind of nice to have, actually. Just saying. But yeah. I kind of want to go play SnowRunner right now, chat. We have so much to do though on there right now, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Oh yeah. And no, before anybody asks, there will not be a bonus stream tonight. I have work I need to do. I'm not just gonna play video games either. I'm gonna actually work. Actually do things that are not just me playing video games. Okay. Just saying. I will be doing other stuff. Like ordering dummy DisplayPort connectors. No, I mean, I'm going to work on like the secret project and, what else did I say I wanted to work on tonight? There was something else I said. Oh, hold up there, Auger Wagon. Jeez. No, SnowRunner's definitely not a game you're going to beat in a week. Absolutely not. Even if you are just doing like the 3 like OG regions, which would be like Michigan, Alaska, and Russia. I'm pretty sure that's like the OG stuff, right? But yeah, there's lots of other stuff on there. Yeah. Work on the server. Yeah, put that on the list too. Okay, I might end up watching ER eventually tonight, but like right after dinner, I'm gonna try to actually get some real work done. Okay, chat? Gosh. I'll probably end up in farm sim, like, you know, liming this field eventually tonight, but like way later, you know? Just saying. I'm sure you'll see me on Steam on Farm Sim eventually. Oh yeah, I might even just hang out in TeamSpeak tonight, because if I hang out in TeamSpeak, then I'll stay awake. So, I'd have to do that tonight. Might just have to. What the heck? Where did he come from? Oh, and his name is John Cena. I don't even know where that auger wagon was. And all of a sudden he's here like a wrecking ball. Good Lord. That was pretty good. That was pretty darn good. That other field getting along. Well, they're almost on their last land up there. Probably should have put 5 combines here and 1 up there. Probably should have done that for balancing reasons. Okay, chat, you guys hear the game sound like randomly cutting out a little bit, little bit? Chat, you guys hear that, right? That's the problem with the computer, like locking up a little bit. I don't know what it is. It's doing it though. It kind of makes me want to restart my gaming PC real fast. To be completely honest. There, like right there. When the game sound cuts out and like the screen locks up, it's doing the thing. Doing it, chat. I don't know how to fix it. Besides restart. I kind of wonder if I maybe do need to update the BIOS. Kind of wonder. Never have. On any computer I've ever had, actually. I do my Windows updates, you know, on a regular basis. I do my NVIDIA updates for the most part as soon as they come out. Or usually within a day or two in case there's a problem. I wait for somebody else to have the problem and not me, you know. Basically, but yeah. Alright. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Very weird. Alright. And we're off to go get unloaded again, chat. Let's go. So I need another $1 million right now and I can buy another barn load of cows. I got to get rid of that mod tonight too. That's another put it on the list thing. I should actually start a list, chat, of things I want to do tonight. Actually start a list. Olives are done. Oh yeah, we got to fertilize the olives. That's true. Do I have a recommendation for an easier farm game on PS5? No, I don't have a recommendation. Farm sim, there can be a lot to this game, but yeah. The problem with farm sim is there's not a really good like tutorial. Like, you know, if you start construction sim, there's like 45 minutes where it's going to hold your hand. And it's going to make you use pretty much, not every type of equipment in the game, but pretty much. You're going to use most of them at least once, you know. And it does a really good job of holding your hand. Farm Sim just does not have that. And never has, and probably never will, unfortunately. You know, you can learn a lot with Farm Sim just watching streams, watching YouTube videos. You know, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's no question too dumb, too simple, too whatever. For here, where I pride myself on taking as much time as possible to explain things about farm sim, because not everybody, you know, grew up around a farm and knows the difference. Oh man, my game is really about to die, chat. But not everybody knows everything about farming, and I don't know everything about farming. I'm still learning about grapes and olives, and I've been playing this game since technically before it came out. Almost 3 years ago now. So, you know, you feel free to ask questions and stuff, you know. But have you done any contracts? Contracts can be a great way to learn. Thanks, CBM. CB, yeah, I did it right. I really, really do care. I do, actually. I really do. I pride myself on like answering as many questions as possible and taking the time to explain. And the Farm Sim Academy, yeah, but like, should you have to like, you know, go read for 4 hours on how to play a video game? I don't know.
Yeah, John's the Farm Sim Academy.
Right?
It's ironic though, since one that doesn't do any tutorial.
Complaining about that there's not a tutorial. Is that what you're getting at, Scoot?
No, I'm just saying you don't like play the tutorial anyway. You just skip.
Yeah. I don't think I did that right, Chad, did I?
We were talking about you, so probably not. No.
Well, no, if I did that... I don't know how to do this with two sprayers. For the record, it's not actually using... Oh, it is using. It's very slow consumption. Okay. I didn't do that right. I was trying to use two. I don't know if I can use two. Maybe I just don't skip a row.
User entered your channel.
Because if I don't... No, that's not going to work. I do need to skip a row, right? I don't actually know how to do this, chat. If I do... That's what I need to do. There's a very basic tutorial to upgrade. Yeah, there is a very basic tutorial, yes. But to me, there should be a lot more of a tutorial. And I kind of wonder in 25, they're talking about like having NPCs on the map. They're going to be to hold your hand to play the game, I bet you. I don't know that for a fact. I have no inside information, but that's what I'm wondering, if they're going to be kind of like a tutorial.
That because we're going to be blown away by so much how much better this game is in 25.
Well, I mean, maybe, but maybe part of it is just, you know, they're hoping to appeal to new players. Because honestly, that's Farm Sim sucks as far as like new players.
Well, you'd also think if you're going to have a very lackluster, for the better term, tutorial, that your help menu might be a little more descriptive than it is.
Now, Scoot. Now. Nothing on animals, forestry, or bailing. Yeah. They used to actually have tutorial like missions almost. You could go in and like, you know, it would put you in a sugar beet harvester, a potato harvester, and like put you out in the middle of a field and like, good luck, you know? And it would like teach you all about that and stuff. I don't know why they got rid of those. To be completely honest, those were very nice. Way back in the day, that was like, yeah, 15 or 13 or whatever it was. 15, I think, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they get rid of those. But as far as like new player friendly, this game is not at the top of my list for being new player friendly. Yeah. Construction Sim is one of the most new player friendly games, in my opinion, that's like in existence. So. Yep. They plays, yep. Yep. I remember those days. I think I did a couple of them, but like, yeah. You know, the thing to remember, and I still have to remind myself of this too. It's like, well, A, I don't know everything, you know, so I'm always down to learn. And then like B, the other thing to remember is I've been playing this game, or Farm Sim in general. I've been playing for like 12 years now. So it's like second nature to me, but I still learn stuff. I'm learning about grapes and olives still. It's been 3 years, you know?
Yeah, so. But you usually don't do it.
Yeah. I guess you'll figure it out eventually. Well, Ash, if you have any questions, feel free, man. I will stop everything I'm doing and put me to the test. Do it. I will stop everything I'm doing and, you know, explain it to the best of my abilities or show you. I'm from the show me state, man. So I want to show. To the best of my abilities, I will stop the stream and literally help anybody with any questions. So. You betcha. And that's the other thing too. If I don't know the answer, which sometimes I don't, and that's fine. There's a huge, very knowledgeable chat base here. You can ask questions in Discord, exclamation point Discord. You can always ask questions in there too. Somebody will help you out. For the most part. There was a courseplay question a while back in there, and I didn't even know how to answer it, so I just didn't. I don't think anybody else did either. It was kind of complicated looking. But yeah. I do. Exclamation point socials in the chat. Everything has been uploaded to a YouTube channel. So like the Farm Sim 22 stuff is all on the second channel. So exclamation point socials in the chat, and yeah, I upload everything to YouTube. Everything gets uploaded. Yep.
Where are you putting the runner stuff on? Are you not?
Snow Runner stuff. What about it?
Like going on the same channel, or you put?
Yeah, no, I don't have a different channel for that. No, yeah, it's all there. Yeah, everything gets uploaded to the second channel. Yeah, as far as the streams, yeah, everything gets uploaded. Actually, Scoot, early today I uploaded 2 streams worth of Snow Runner. I got a set for tomorrow to go live. So yeah, everything gets uploaded. I have been slacking a little bit lately on like the editing and rendering part of that whole process that I do, but yeah, it's all there. Eventually.
I feel like that's the tedious part of it.
You know, it's really not that bad because I don't really edit a lot. I basically take this 6-hour stream and I chop it up into, you know, roughly 1.5 pieces, put a little intro thing on it, put a little outro on it, and call it duck soup. So it's not that bad. And then actually the server PC, I don't know why, but it absolutely just annihilates rendering. It renders so fast. It's the fastest computer that I have at rendering. Although I don't think I've tried the gaming PC since I upgraded to what I have now. But besides the gaming PC, it's the fastest PC I have at rendering. The problem is, and I have gig network in my house, but the problem is taking from the gaming or the server, what's it called? The streaming PC, and get it onto the server PC can take a while. But like, it's not that big of a deal. I've kind of been talking to my one brother about like upgrading to like I don't know, 10 gig in the house. But like, I don't need it. I can just wait a little while, you know? But like, it would be nice, but I don't need it. But like,
yeah, it'd be pretty epic.
We were kind of talking about it one day at the farm. Well, because the funny thing is, since I have gig fiber, right? So gig internet, if I am uploading to YouTube from the stream PC and I need to like move files to the server PC, it slows both of them down because I'm already tapping out my gig port on my computer.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't really have to choose which one I want to do. I could technically do both. It'll just take longer, but it's kind of a first world multi-PC problem, you know? So it is what it is. I tried to do the thing. I tried to set it up a while back. I had it working once, but the editing program I'm on right now does not like it, where basically you edit across the network. So right now, if I want to, I could load a file into my editing program that's on the server PC down in the basement, right? The editing program's on the server PC, but the actual file is on the stream PC, which is out here in the garage, right? I could do that right now. So you load it across the network. So you're not copying it across the network. You're just loading it into your editor across the network, right?
Yeah.
And then ideally, I would render it back to the streaming PC because that's where I have like a bunch of hard drive space for like archive a little bit. I don't archive a ton, but I do archive a little bit, and I do all my uploading from that computer. Which again, I can just upload from the other computer, doesn't matter, but for reasons of storing files and stuff, I like to do it the way I do it. But it won't render it back across the network. I had it set up once upon a time like a million years ago where it would do that. And so then you're kind of just using the one PC as like a server, a file server, basically. But I can't get that to work anymore. It's kind of sad. But it's
Alaska's 100%.
Let's go. GG's. Future achievement?
Well, yeah, I got the achievement for finding all the upgrades and everything.
Isn't it an achievement 100% or no? I guess so.
You got 100% all of it, so I'm at 70% of Tamer, so I gotta finish that one. For the complete all task and contests and all that stuff.
I got you. Because that doesn't count DLCs. It's only the base game.
Correct. Like,
and if it is counting, there's a tip on the thing is like if it is counting the DLCs, turn all your DLCs off. And then it won't count them.
That one for me, I'm at 91% for complete every task and contest in the game.
I got you. I got you. But yeah, it's yeah. So if I actually like am a responsible human being, what I would do is as soon as I'm done streaming, before I go in the house to like make dinner tonight, I would name the file that we made from today's stream and technically just go ahead and copy it across the network. But will that happen? Probably not, to be honest. Should it happen? Yes. But today's file will take like, I don't know, 30 minutes to copy, maybe? I record in ridiculously high quality, for the record. Like, it's kind of obnoxious, the quality that I actually record in. Just for the record. It's a little crazy, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, and actually, I have it. I bought it a while back. I have the server PC is going to get a bigger hard drive before 25 comes out. Because with the hours I'm planning on streaming 25, I'm going to need a bigger hard drive on that computer to hold the footage. I'm just saying. That's, yeah, definitely going to have to happen. But it's all good.
Heard it here first, shit.
What?
Gonna need a bigger hard drive.
I got it. It's somewhere on my desk. Let's put it that way.
That's a little dangerous.
Yeah. Kimmy just ate way too much first time we made spaghetti in forever. Very nice, Kimmy. We're having glorified white people taco night tonight. I mean, kind of. Yeah. What's up, Scoot?
You're saying use the Atom and bed on it with the crane.
Yeah, if you use the Atom, you get the 3-slot bed. That's the flat bed with no sides. Looks like a rollback tow truck. And then you can put the little crane on the very back. Yeah, seriously, Kimmy, did you... It does kind of sound good. Spaghetti. Spaghetti always sounds good.
Very much so.
What's going on over here, chat? I don't know what's going on over here. We're just gonna fix it. Let's just fix it. I believe this guy's done. There's enough for maybe 3 more people.
Were you feeding army?
How do you get rid of the dirt roads between fields to make bigger fields? You would use a plow. And, hold on, a plow. You would use a plow, like an angled plow. Technically, yeah, you can't use the subsoilers, but you could use a plow. And then in your help menu, in your F1 menu, it'll tell you there's a button you can push. It should be Y if you're on PC, but it's allow create field. And you have to allow the plow to create a field. Once you do that, you can plow wherever you want. I will say be careful.
Also, I want you to do that. Be careful where you pull out.
Because, yep, you can plow in your yard at your homestead. You can plow. You can plow anything. So that's how you do that. Allow, create, field. Yeah. That's Kerbo, what's going on? How are you? What's popping? Welcome in. Oh, yeah. I don't mess with the Giants editor. I have just a very little tiny bit. And I don't actually know anybody that has tutorials that can help. No, I don't. The only thing I've done in Giants editor is like remove some houses and some mailboxes and like stuff like that, like really easy stuff. But as far as anything else with that, I don't actually know. I don't know of any good resources for tutorials for that. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't know if chat, do you guys know anybody? Feel free to shout out if they do like editor tutorials, you know? I don't know. You tried plowing before, but it wouldn't do it. Yeah, you gotta allow create field. Now that's assuming you don't have like a road like this. Like this is pavement. You can't plow that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't
also
do that.
actually have to use a plow, not a.
Yeah. You downloaded a blank map. We're gonna create everything. Sounds pretty awesome. There you go. J Place is on it. Let's go. Oh yeah, I deleted a power pole or telephone pole, as I call it, somewhere on a map, and I never did actually figure out where on the map it was. That was on the.
Still trying to get the call.
That was on the Westby map, and I have no idea where it's actually at.
Is that the same map with the floating fence?
That's any map you landscape on, so yeah. Landscaping in multiplayer, just you can do it, just don't try to put a fence on top of it, or any kind of fence actually. They're typical dirt. Okay, regular dirt road. I gotcha.
So I'm gonna give you helpful, friendly advice once you play along.
Right.
There's engine upgrades for the Atom.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Make the Atom even better. Is there a transmission though?
You can get like off-road training. Yeah.
Ooh. Does it give you another higher gear and make it go faster?
I mean, I got 5 speeds, and I'm probably rolling like Mock Jesus through.
No, man.
There's one, like I have 3 of the 4 engine upgrades, or I'm at the 3rd one, so
wow.
I could go faster.
Farmer Bob, there you go. I've never watched him, but hey, go check him out for some tutorials, I guess. Yeah. Go check him out. Hopefully he can help you on the Giants editor. I'll be honest, the little bit I've messed with Giants editor, I was very confuzzled. So. Start to finish. Oh wow. Dan, that's awesome. You've made maps off his videos. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Okay. You have all these auger wagons, and there's a combine that needs to be unloaded. Imagine that, chat. Imagine that. Couldn't be me. Oh, wait, it is. Never mind. I know that's where this red guy's going, but like we can get there faster, so we'll just pick him up, and then when the red auger wagon gets in line, we'll just let him take over. Yeah. Let's go. So wait, when okay, you guys know, for those of you that don't know, there's always new people here. I listen to, I used to be a big police scanner guy. We can't listen to police in my county anymore. But we can listen to fire and EMS. Okay. An ambulance has been called to the EMS training center. Somebody there's, it sounds like maybe having a heart attack. Is that bad when you get called to the EMS training center? So, is that could be bad, right?
It's like the on White skit about the tire guy. They haven't gotten to that class yet.
Well, I'm assuming there would be supervisors there, but they, you know, they're gonna need it for transport, right? If nothing else, right? And they may not be allowed to like work on somebody because they're not certified yet or whatever, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Probably
too many seatbelt practicing.
Yeah, probably not a good thing. Or they want to be like, oh, this is what real EMS workers are like, and then they, you know, come rolling in lights and sirens. You never know. It's probably certification, like knowing, or, you know, transport. Well, yeah, I would assume the trainer's certified, and like obviously they're going to render aid to somebody if they're, you know, having an issue, but you still got to call EMS, yeah. Like either way, you got to call for an ambulance, right? Somebody's having chest pains, and you got to call. You know, maybe they need a cath lab. You never know, right? By the way, scariest room I've ever been in my entire life, cardiac cath lab. They let me go in there for some reason, and I really wish they would not have let me go in there. I'm just saying. I was not a fan. Was not a fan at all. They didn't even bat an eye when I was, just let me, yep. So when Mom was in the hospital, and I go right in there with her, and I'm like, no. This is not okay. Did I leave that wagon there earlier, or is he just randomly... Buddy, drive on. You're in the way. No, don't go there. Go to the parking site there, bud. Throw. Go to parking. Come on. Defibrillator training gone wrong. God, I hope not. Oh, man. I've been watching ER. You don't mess with a defibrillator.
Somebody didn't say clear in time.
Clear, yeah. They forgot to yell clear. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Oh goodness. All right, so chat, here's what we're gonna do. You ready for this? I'm really not thrilled with how the PC is like doing its little jitter thing. I don't know if you guys can sell as much as I can, but like it's really kind of annoying me. Just because like the audio keeps cutting out, and it's just not fun. So what we're gonna do, chat, is we're gonna restart the gaming computer midstream. I guess I'll restart the server too while I'm at it, because why not? So. Don't worry, guys. This one doesn't work. Oh, wait, wrong way. I hate when that happens. So we're going to wait for the auto drive guys, or the courseplay guys, to all get on their next lane so that restarting them after we come back in is easy. But we're going to do it because I don't want to sit here for another hour and a half with my audio cutting out, and it's like driving me insane. So I know it may not be bothering other people, but it's bothering me. So, I'm just saying. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, hopefully that'll fix our issue with our audio here. Just saying. Actually, that did happen on ER, didn't it? That somebody, they shocked Carter, I think is, yeah, Carter got shocked on ER. Yeah. Yeah, kind of funny. Gimme, I'm like midway through season 6 now, by the way. Like when season 6 started, they introduced like all these doctors without actually, and they were just there, and it's like, what is going on here? All right, chat, we're gonna save that. We're gonna hit this button. It'll be like it never even happened, okay? Bear with us a minute, chat. I'm gonna restart the server, and I'm gonna restart my gaming PC really fast. Just hang out with us for a minute. We'll get back to the farm, and we got more sunflowers to harvest here in a minute. But first, we need to do this too. Because, yeah. It's kind of bad. But that's all right, I guess. I don't know. We're going to fix it. It's like, we're like Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Building and fixing. Oh, I left TeamSpeak. I forgot to tell him I'd be right back. Whoops. My bad. In broken leg. Obviously it was for chest pains. Is what that call was. So, yep, for chest pains. I assume somebody's having a heart attack. Or they just want to get out of EMS class for the day. There's that too. Or they ate like some bad Taco Bell or something. You know, it's just kind of cooking, you know? You never know. Or they pulled a muscle. Dad thought he was having a heart attack one time. Drove himself home from work 20 minutes. And then let mom drive him to the hospital. He had pulled a muscle like in his neck or something, and it was like kind of going like out into his arm, the pain. And yeah, he thought it was a heart attack. So thankfully it was not a heart attack. He was fine. Oh, but no, Trent, I'm not leaving. I'm coming back. I'm restarting my machine right now. The funny thing about that day, which it wasn't funny at the time, but it was funny later, like I used to cut grass in the town that Dad works in. And so like we're going up the highway to cut grass and he's coming down the highway, and I had already been told that, like, you know, thought he was having a heart attack. And so I like see him rolling down the highway and I'm like, well, he looks fine. It was funny.
Channel switched. Sound
Trent.
resumed.
I didn't leave.
Yeah, this guy's back.
I forgot to tell you guys that I was like gonna leave. Oh, my bad. Hi. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Unacceptable. Miss Walker, I'm not leaving. I'm still here. I just had to restart the computer real quick. I guess I need to get in the habit of restarting before stream, huh? Or maybe like update my BIOS. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm currently logging into to what's that called? Steam. Logging into Steam currently. Oh goodness. Put it on the list. You betcha. All right, we're logging into FarmSim. Hopefully the server's back up by now too, which it should be. I would think it is. All right, we're in farm sim. Hang on, chat. We'll bring you guys back in just a second. Trent. I kind of figured that's where it was going. All right, see, we're back. Look at that. Wow. Like we never went anywhere. Well, in a minute, once it sinks in. Oh, goodness.
There's a dirty Facebook reel that had like 10 of those all in one.
Wow. Running out of paper with this list. It's an e-list. There's no limit. It just means I have a lot of stuff I need to do tonight and like need to actually get something done. Why are they honking at Dad? He's not doing anything. Weird. What is he doing? No idea what he's doing. Oh man. All right. Plug in as an admin. That's what we do. Now, you know the fun part, Jack, since we've technically restarted the server there as well. We have to go through and restart everything that we had running. Which isn't that much, but it'll be fine. That's why it's better. Where's that guy going? Where are you going? Oh, you're not that combine. You're the right number 1 combine. My bad, dog. I was like, bro, he's taking off. Where the heck? All right, at least I have game sounds now, chat, right? At least I hope. Okay, this combine needs to be left number 1. Okay, and then this combine needs to be right number 2. Okay, and then we gotta start all 85 auger wagons back up. See, that's mine. That's the 31 guy, so that's my auger wagon. Okay, there's 1, 2. Probably don't need all these, but YOLO. Rather have too many than not enough, right?
J_plays01 just resubscribed for 2 months.
Jay, welcome back for 2 months. Do appreciate the resub. What's poppin'?
What in reverse, Tim?
Oh. Jacob, coming in hot. Jacob, thanks for the bits. How are you? Welcome in. That kind of scared me. Not gonna lie. Caught me off guard a little bit. Okay, I should have another truck somewhere. Start this guy, I guess. Oh, there is a play button there. I just couldn't see it. Okay, the color of that tank. I couldn't see the play button. There should be another truck somewhere, chat. Where is another truck? I don't know where truck is. I can probably go find truck. Just stuck in the shrubbery. Alright, we need to get these guys empty up here in this field. The record. No, Jacob, I did not do that. I'm not gonna like read your comment out loud because Trent's waiting to clip it. But no, I'm good, but thank you. It did catch me off guard a little bit though. I will admit that. It definitely did that. Buddy, where are we? Okay, need you to go unload. Definitely caught me off guard a little bit.
Jacob 2348 cheered Dex 100 shrubbery. We are the knights that say nay.
Oh gosh. Jacob, thanks for the bits. Gotta love the knights that say knee. They're great. Okay, so we're still looking for a truck. I'm gonna assume that it's lost in the homestead. Yeah, there it is. It was, attempting to unload, apparently. When I restarted, when I saved. So that was a good spot. Okay, that should be everything that I had, going again. Let's actually take this guy. We'll go ahead and send him home. And I'm gonna go get the olives. Yeah, the olives hauled in. We're gonna go ahead and work on that real quick. That's not the truck I want. My truck. Although olives, let's look at the factories real quick. Do we need to split them, or how are our? I think olive oil is like kind of an issue for us, or canola oil too. Okay, 190 and 100. So really, it does. Okay. We're fine. We'll just do the same thing we've been doing, which basically is 2 harvesters go in the truck, I go unload it. 2 harvesters go in the truck, go unload it. So we're here for a bit of a drive chat. Somebody needs to be unloaded. We got all those wagons. And buddy... Well, that's fine, because they're actually bunched up, so it's okay. They'll get empty. It'll get empty eventually. Goodness. You alright, Sarge?
Yeah, sorry.
Scared. I think that scared me more than the put it in reverse, Terry. Jacob, I might have. Just saying. No. Whew. Oh, man. What did that turn out to then, chat? So, okay, wait, that's interesting. Hold up. I mulched that sugarcane field, and it still says it's planted in sugarcane. That is, I think that might regrow still. I think it might. That's interesting to me. So we purposely let it wither just to see it wither. And then I mulched it earlier today. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about the whole thing. I don't know. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's happening? What's going on? So I don't know if... I don't know what to think about it. If it's actually gonna regrow next year. I guess we'll just let it sit and see what happens. Why not? Don't really. I mean, we need the field, but we don't. All at the same time. Sugarcane does regrow. Yeah, it does regrow. It only grows once per year, but yeah. Pretty sure mulching doesn't a grass crop. You know, I've never tried to mulch a grass field, Jacob. I don't know. I don't have our mulcher anymore. Then got rid of it. But they got, so mulching it, well, what was interesting is if I drove across it, Like if I just drove across the field, of course we have crop destruction turned on. So if I drove across the field, it counted it as harvested. Okay? It counted it as harvested. But if I mulched it, it just turned it into whatever. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Which this is the part up here I drove on before fast timing. So